So yeah, this is a certain incremental exoplanet. Build, blast, prestige, repeat. An incremental game where you build the most productive exoplanet while protecting your enterprise from space pirates. Automate production, shoot rockets, employ an alien, and keep on producing. I'm glad that it mentions prestige because some incremental games do a thing called prestige where you earned as much as you possibly can that run, and prestige means you reset everything and start by trying again. But sometimes like people don't fully explain what the prestige, not the prestige like the movie, but what prestige does. Also, is the game not quite full screen? Okay. Let's see. No settings on the opening screen, but we'll go ahead and hop on in. Okay, let me see here. Credits, music. Oh, there we go. I was like, did I get the music? I like the credits right here. Okay. Hi. Click me for some quantum energy. Also, you can scroll in and out, or use plus and minus for in and out. Hold on. Click and drag anywhere with the mouse to pan. Okay. All right. First, let's zoom in on our friend here. Okay. Cubitronos. Click, 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 click. Upgrade. Oh. What? Okie dokie. Okay, so now we can start buying things. We can boost our clicks. We can create a quantum chip, create a Qbot, and also a Qbot boost. Well, let's boost our clicks. I like click boosting. Pardon. Okay, so we boost quantum energy production by 200% for each click, so double it. Buy a quantum chip that can be used to create different bots. And then you can buy a bot that will produce quantum energy. Okay, so let's boost. Now we're getting 2 per click, so click, 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 click. Okay, let's create a quantum chip. Okay, I like that our resources are really clear over here. And over here, when you mouse over something, it tells you what it does. So yeah, in a lot of incremental, so yeah, this is definitely what I would call an incremental clicker. At least so far, you are clicking. I believe you can start buying things that will produce the resource for you. So let's create a Qbot. Okay, so now you no longer have to click. Now our Qbot is basically annoying our little thing for us. And yeah, I believe, so the paperclip game is also like a incremental clicker as well. Okay, so now you have to decide, what would you like to do? Do you want to increase the money you get? Okay, and then, so now we can press and hold. Which, again, is a nice, for a lot of these games, it's a nice, it is a very nice, like, accessibility thing to be able to hold as opposed to constantly clicking. But yeah, most of the like incremental games, they start out by clicking and then you get something you're like, okay, now you don't have to click anymore. And you're constantly trying to get your, okay, let's boost the clicks. Okay, so now we get 3 for clicks. Let's create another quantum chip. Yeah, we are definitely creating quantum chips that create cute quantum bots. They just love the word quantum. Or what was it in Discworld? I believe it wasn't Thief of Time. No, it was Pyramids. When somebody had just like gotten the idea of creating aqueducts, and they said it's going to be a whole new quantum shift in building technology, and one of the kids says to the other, "What does quantum mean?" And he says, "It just means add another 0 to the price." Okay, so we need to at least have 2,000 of the Cubitronos, before we can upgrade to the next level of our tower. So I'm going to hold this down. Agentic aqueducts. I'm going to hold it down. Let's see. So here's a question. Okay, the requirements are what we have to produce. It's not what we have to have on hand. So we only need to have produced that many. So I'm going to buy another bot. And this is good because it means that you can actually spend your money versus holding on to it. You don't have to hoard it. Okay, so now we have all these little bots that are doing all this little work. Go, 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 little buddies. I will also add my clicks to it, and we'll let the Cubitrinos build up. Cubitronos. I keep wanting to say Trino because Star Trek. Okay, so when we have produced 2,000, we can now upgrade. It doesn't actually consume the resources, so it's really just, have you hit this milestone? Great, now you can upgrade. What is happening? Wait. Wave 1 in a hunt. What? Wait, hold on. Create a kill bot? What? Hold on. Wait a second. Let me get some quantum chips up in here. Okay. I have killbots. Eventually okay, now the killbots are crafting missiles. Rockets. Great. Okay. Let's craft a rocket, I guess. And what's my targeting strategy? Largest health remaining, smallest health, or all enemies? We'll go with largest health remaining. Yeah, this got okay. Cool. Let's buy another quantum chip and let's create a killbot. I like having 5. Craft a mega rocket. Sure. And a small rocket. Sure. Okay, so you can also click over here to basically create like missile research. Okay, cool. 20 seconds. Well, not 100% sure what's about to happen. Okay, here comes a wave. Enemy attack. Each enemy ship consumes 10%. Oh, hold on. 10% of quantum energy produced. This will increase to 20% after 2 minutes. Okay. Well, fire, then. Fire some rockets. Let's go equally, because I need to... It's very old school, too. It's kind of nice. Let's make a big rocket. Okay, wave 2 is incoming in 2 minutes. Okay, we need to really... Okay, let's lowest health. Let's buy some more killbots. I welcome our new quantum killbot overlords. Okay, we're also gonna buy some of these to create some Q-bots because we need to start building up our Cubitronos. We're gonna bring this down a little bit more. I don't hate the music, but it's got a little loud. And yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why did my heart rate suddenly go up from playing this what was momentarily a very chill game? What happened? Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and if I hold and click on the robot, I'm creating missile technology that I can turn into rockets. Okay, understood. Yeah, I'm just crafting mega rockets, like. Okay, so... Hey, Mrs. Z, welcome on in. Yeah, you've redeemed classic me, while I'm trying to hoard my Cubitronos. I'm also trying to create some killbots, because we're about to be attacked in 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming wave, enemy attacks. Fire everything. Fire rockets, fire missiles, fire all the things. Can I click on them? I can't click on them and do any damage. Fire. Fire, 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 fire all the things. Fire more things. Yeah. Yeah, this suddenly got a little stressful. Like, what the what? Alright, let's see here. We're not getting these. I'm wondering what these... So these must be something you get at the next upgrade. And so far it doesn't look like we can upgrade the rocket lab at all. So we're really down to upgrading this. So we're probably... we need to buy... How many we have... Let's buy 10 of these. And let's get 2 more of those. Also, I'm cursed with a lot of these because I like having even numbers. So I like to go like by 5s and by 10s and things like that. Right now I'm going to focus on trying to get the next upgrade. Because I'm wondering eventually we'll be able to start creating the rockets automatically. Because incrementals are fun, but they're more fun when you can sit back and watch the chaos that you set in motion. So until they show, actually, I should probably craft some rockets. Okay, that's a good. Okay, we have a missile space program thing, just like Reagan. Ugh. Okay. Fire. There we go. All right. We're getting close to the next requirements. So let's see if we can get closer to that 10,000. There doesn't appear to be a maximum number of bots that I can make as well. So you clicking on it does help, but they're just doing the clicking on their own. So that's nice. So we'll see what happens at the next upgrade. Games like this are also, like, they are a bit like candy to me, because when you have, like, upgrades and you have upgrade trees and things like that, I'm all about it. And you always wonder, like, okay, what's my next currency that I'm going to unlock? What's my next resource? Okay, more rockets. Okay, we're almost at 10,000. So when we get to 10,000, what can we do? Upgrade. What are you? Cerebral Matrix. Create one data bot. Buy a data bot that will produce data. Okay, so now we have data. Data will boost data. Okay, so boost data production by each bot. This will boost quantum energy production for each bot. So we'll buy one of that. So now they're producing more. Oh, it's time. Okay, time to fight again. All right. We have data. We don't have Tuvix. Which I do understand that Tuvix is a Tuvix is something that you do encounter in the Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown game. So Tuvix does come up as a plot point. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to do? How many do we have? Okay, and then we'll boost the data bots. And you know, number go up. Just number go up. Yeah, the army with the lowest health will be targeted. Let's do equality targeting. I think equality is good in lots of things, including targeting your enemies and bringing down those who would seek to destroy us. I'm definitely only still talking about video games. Definitely just that. Okay, let's increase the quantum energy. Just max it out. Max it out. Okay, yeah, it's about like we're getting like 23 Cubitronos per click. If I hold it down, I boost them for a little bit. Okay. Fire. 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 Just barrage. So this is your upgrade, like this is your loop. Get as much, the grabbing hands, grab all they can. Eventually you will have enough upgrades to build your way up to like prestige. And prestige, okay, also, ooh. Space. Prestige will let you restart with some passive boons. So you may have a multiplier for how much resources you gain the next time around. We're probably not going to hit the prestige point for this. But yeah, right now it's very hands-off. Like, I'm hoping that there's a way to have the rockets fire automatically and even build the rockets automatically. Let's go ahead and boost you again. And again. So yeah, I didn't realize there would be a tower defense. A tower defense aspect, but that's kind of cool. And it looks like they don't harm your civilization when they show up. They just pull from your resources. So you're building up these resources, these Cubitronos this whole time. Then the enemies show up and they start taking away your resources. So you don't have to, like, there may be a point where fighting them is pointless because you're making so much that it doesn't matter, but you don't want them sitting there taking your stuff forever. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know if you can see this, hold on. This is super handy. It's giving you an estimated time until the next upgrade. So if you're like, how long is it going to take me to get there? About 14 minutes. So that's why we're not gonna play the next upgrade. But that is really handy to know that if you don't do anything, that's how long it'll take. Just fire all the rockets, fire all the things. So yeah, right now it would take about 13 minutes to get to the next thing. If I'm clicking myself and holding down, it might change that number a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, I would have to basically click and hold or just wait for 13 minutes. In that time, I'm going to continue getting attacked. So instead of focusing on this, since I have the bots that are already mining, I might focus on building my defense, preparing for incoming waves. I'm definitely not like maxing out my rocket capabilities here. I wonder if eventually we'll also get something beyond Mega Rocket. Like, what's the next level of rocket that we'll get? But yeah, okay. So this is a certain incremental exoplanet, and this is the demo. And from what I'm seeing in the screenshots on Steam, there are more interesting upgrades as you continue. The prestige is something that you can put points in so you can increase things on the next run. But right now it is slow going. It is watching it do pretty things and waiting until you can make that next upgrade, which in this case would be about 12 minutes. So in that 12 minutes time, you're going to have more waves of enemies come in. So right now, you're probably best focusing on building your defense so that when they come, you can just boop them. And yeah, I could probably buy some more killbots. 13's a good number. Also more data so that your bots will do things faster. Oh, we got enemies again. Okay, so fire rockets. They are sturdier this time around as well. So yeah, each ship consumes 10% of your energy produced. So yeah, like it's why you'd want to take the ships out. You don't want them sitting there because they will start taking away from your resources just sitting there. They're not, it looks like they're not going to attack you. So it's not like they're going to blow up your facilities, but they will pull away from your resources. Hey Puka, good morning. So yes, this is cute. Oops, let me see here. Let's go ahead and save and quit. I like that you can do a hard reset. So if you've been playing and you're like, I'm ready to start from scratch. But yeah, let's hop out of this. So that was a look at a certain incremental exoplanet. You got that. That's hard to say. And I like the progression of that. I like that it starts from clicker to auto clicker. I appreciate that the enemies aren't trying to destroy what you've built, but instead the longer an enemy is on screen, the more of your resources you lose. And I really liked that ETA. How long to the next upgrade? About 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes. So it gives you an idea that if you just wanted to walk away and leave it alone, what you're going to get. I am hoping that there might be some auto combat later on in the game. I'm really curious what the other upgrades are, so I'm probably going to revisit that demo off stream. But if there's a favorite incremental clicker you have, if there's something about the game that you like, let me know. And let me know what it is in the comments. Check out the Steam store for the demo for a certain incremental exoplanet. And I'll see you again next time. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check out the links. And thanks again.